Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I don't normally start out a video with the display screen of Reddit open. In fact, given my somewhat fragile mental health on certain days, I look to avoid Reddit at all possible because I'm pretty sure my name on Reddit is like an immediate ban for a lot of people. It's like a curse word. But Reddit still has some really great discussions that can help summoners start to formulate rank ups and plans for the next meta. And we know, if you saw the video I posted last night or this morning, depending on where you are viewing this from, we have the next few seasons of Victory Track meta details released. And so this starts getting the discussion up of who are going to be the possible MVPs. Now, in 5 days, we have the new season that starts with Conflictor 2, Arms Race, etc. And so this has led to some suggestions, some counters I would see coming, and some I never would have guessed, which again is why this is such an important video. So here we have I'm just going to say T-Suck, because you know I'm going to butcher it. Valkyrie will be an awesome attacker. Champs who don't need to stun defenders for reliable attacks, Ghost, etc. Power control champs will be great too. This is always the temptation to start putting SIGs into champs like OG Vision. I wish he hit harder. I wish he wasn't like a wet noodle. But power control champs are MVPs. Obviously, speaking of power control MVPs, this would be an amazing time to get 6-star magic. But Kabam is reluctant to do that for us for different reasons. How about this, though? Auto Bomber says, Rhino forces you to parry since he's unstoppable when dashing. Speaking of which, you can make the same argument for Juggernaut. So Rhino and Jugs are two options. Dragon Man, if you don't parry him, he keeps gaining power. If you do parry, he gains power. Those are just some oddball ones. I think both of those are fantastic suggestions. Again, I would add Juggernaut to that list as well. I think this season will be pretty interesting overall. Mutant and Skill play around the Purify node, while Tech and Mystic play around Arms Race with their power control. Science has virtually no upside, and Cosmic will probably struggle a bit too outside of their power gain and unblockable champs, but having 4 classes with upside is definitely going to make it interesting. Again, a really awesome, valuable comment to this thread. Spectre, both of them get smacked by She-Hulk. Even with the debuffs against Rhino, she'd remove the Unstoppable regardless if its slow applies, and Dragon Man just needs to get to a special 2 since both hits apply a Petrify. But She-Hulk, I haven't seen her, now given my experience in Battlegrounds is always limited to Victory Track, but I haven't seen her in too many people's decks. So if that's a reason to bring She-Hulk in, then that's awesome. I mean, the whole purpose of changing metas is to change your deck every month and put in unique champs. I never would have thought 2 seasons ago that champs like Civil Warrior, especially Colossus, would have been insane defenders. Yep, that's what happened. It was kind of fun. Void and Spider-Man 29 would like to have a word with you. Also, anyone who can wither. Oh, shots fired. Both are debuff based and will be triggering the power gain more often than most. I don't see an upside. See, this is where I sort of have faith again in Reddit, where you have disagreement, but there isn't name calling. There aren't like cursing each other out. They're not threatening. They're just having different counterpoints with likes. Wrong. Okay, no, maybe I spoke too soon, right? All it takes is 1 Petrify from Void to stay up, 1 Wither from Spider-Man 29, and it's game over for power. Doom gonna shine the most. So maybe that is another motivation for people to chase after Immortal Iron Doom, because of the power control. Also thinking that crit damage when over 2 bars of power will slap. Falcon for Conflictor, Doom for Arms Race for attack anyway. I do have Falcon and Doom at least in that list. Falcon doesn't really do anything for Conflictor except keep the special 1 bleeds. I don't think you want to special 3 this meta between nuke special 2s and power control champs like Doom and Cosmic Ghost Rider or Professor X, who can greatly benefit from Arms Race. That special 3 animation time will be a massive liability. And that is always the case, because you can't skip, and I understand why, a special 3. So you have to go the full time. And when you're fighting really good people, it comes down to time, right? everybody's going to clear content, and 1 or 2 seconds could be the difference between a win and a loss in Battlegrounds. We all know this. Falcon won't work. He applies no debuffs. Kitty to build prowess, then deal massive damage from Special 2. Red Hulk would be a lot of fun. He's always one of my MVPs. Power Drain, immune champs like Galactus, and self-inflicted debuff champs like Kingpin, and Abomination new defensive meta. Well, Kingpin's always annoying, no doubt. Bomb Kingpin don't work based on wording. It has to be inflicted by the attacker. Edit, I may be wrong because misleading wording. Storm, Bishop, Apocalypse, Wags will be crazy. Elsa could be good, but watch out for that one mastery that sucks. Kate Bishop too, but you won't have her. True. Havoc, pretty sure most mutants really. Archangel Reduction, Crossbones, Mantis, Claire, Spider-Man Supreme, Hood, easy interceptors like Hercules, Hood, and Ghost. So this is a fantastic discussion that we could go on and on and on about, but I really appreciate this thread. Rhino, Juggernaut, She-Hulk. Champions you might be thinking about ranking up. We're still technically in a level up event at the time recording this. Thanks for the information, everybody. Reddit, you gave me some hope today. It might only last an hour, but you still gave me some hope.